Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
चलो ये मैसेज सुने वैसे बता चुके एक मैसेज तो हमें क्या मैसेज है भाई
Can't go back. There are
yes,
countless
yes.
spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights.
okay
All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
देखा जो मैं बोला था सही था kind of
Everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents. There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now.
मतलब respawn हो
Those
रहा है
spaces are actually
kind of respawn हो रहा है वो respawn होके respawn हो रहा है
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
ये spaces मतलब पूरा एक world का जो
Probably because
recreate हो रहा है
yesterday just
respawn
happened to
respawn
end at that moment.
same चीज जो मैं बोल रखा already
Oh,
पाइमन
right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message? The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared. Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
spaces without human presence in the real world this place where we were ushered मुझे यहाँ space लग रहा है actually जहाँ पे हम
My
कल थे
impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
देखा सही था पहली बार में
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears.
ये
And we're
events हो रहे
taken to the
events
next day.
पता है
Later on,
ये
Traveler
space
also mentioned
रुक
a
जा पाइमन
bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day?
मैं बताता हूँ तुम्हें क्या हो रहा है एक्चुअली तो स्पेसेस क्या है जो बताता हूँ स्पेसेस एक्चुअली हैं इवेंट्स जो हमारे साथ मतलब दिन में हमारे साथ इवेंट जिसमें क्या हो रहा है सेम चीज़ बताता हूँ तुम्हें एक इवेंट हो रहा है कि हम सबसे पहले दुनियाजाद से मिलते हैं उसके बाद हम जाते हैं ठेलों पे फिर इसके बाद हम जाते हैं देया से फिर देया से बाद हम जाते हैं घर पे वापस जाते हैं ये इवेंट्स है और ये हर एक इवेंट एक स्पेस बनाते जा रहा है और ये इवेंट है मतलब एक कर रहे हैं फिर इस इवेंट स्पेस में गए फिर स्पेस से हम दूसरे स्पेस में आ रहे जो पिछला स्पेस था वो गायब होते जा रहा है बनते जा रहा है गायब होते रहे बनते जा रहा है गायब होते रहे ऐसा होते होते तो सेम रिपीट हो रहा है सेम चीज़ ठीक है ये कहाँ से आ गई एनपीसी
Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
I think I know the answer
Awesome!
now.
What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth. You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away, Miss Naga.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
कौन सा सही है मेरी किस्मत इतनी खराब है मैं सब गलत सही तो ये मैं कर रहा था क्या शुरू से The truth behind the
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
ओह ब्रेन से निकाल रही है ड्रीम जो भी देखती है और इस ड्रीम को क्या पता है वो करते हैं और इसका ड्रीम था ये सब-जेरिस फेस्टिवल
We've
पे
already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times.
और वो सब-जेरिस फेस्टिवल को
The day
देखना
of the
ड्रीम था
festival
किसी
seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
का सब करके देख रहा हूँ
We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream.
सब ही ट्रिक करके
But
देख
the
रहा हूँ
truth is, the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it.
Okay.
And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
मैं सही था।
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Capable of this power इस्तेमाल कर रही Gnosis की Akasha operation requires Gnosis power.
The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate.
It compiles ये भी है कि ये compiles करती है ना?
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
The Akasha Master of God power.
It is the manifestation of, and it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound right.
And it grants knowledge. And it grants
मैं
knowledge.
इसकी बात कर रहा हूँ मैं।
It compiles the
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right?
अच्छा इसलिए उसने वहाँ पे
That would
सपने दिखा
explain why
सकते
the
हैं।
Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams too.
अच्छा।
Wait, is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming.
हाँ ये तो
In
है।
other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that
logical
the
नहीं होते
sages
इसलिए
think
देखते नहीं
dreams are
बोलते हैं।
foolish delusions.
हाँ यही
And the
यही
fact
बोल रही
that
थी
no one
लॉजिकल नहीं होते जो
dreams
वो
is
बोल
a
रहा हूँ।
blessing
ये बोल
from
रही थी मतलब
greater
मैं नहीं बोलता ऐसे आप
or
ऐसे बोल रहा।
So it was all a dirty trick?
हाँ उन्होंने
The
झूठ
real
बोला
story
सबसे।
is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Akasha sound.
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but it...
चलो भाई
Correct.
देखते हैं।
The Akasha is keeping
Wait,
each
what?
person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
अच्छा जो तुम्हारा ड्रीम का डाटा की
This
तरह
is
हो
like
रहा
a
है इतना
dream
प्रेजेंट पर
factory,
डालते हैं हमारे दिमाग
and
में।
the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Kind of, yes,
Very
बहुत
good,
अच्छा।
Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into. So that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything. All right, last question. Who am I?
You are Nahida, the lesser Nord Kusanali, the moon, the illusions, the lies.
They say that alchemical divination is the...
So you noticed.
You are lesser Nord Kusanali.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. Rita, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zeru's festival Samsara, we have to look into them. How can the sages of the academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous! In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun.
दरिया सनी से मतलब रुख देवता थी
A
ना।
sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
जनरल लाइस फिर से भी बज
Oh,
गई।
we're out of time today. I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
चलो भाई पता लगेगा आज की हम तोड़ेंगे कैसे इस चक्र को, लूप वाले चक्र को।
Good morning, Nahida. Wait, now
दुन्यार्जाद कहाँ
that
गई?
Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
ये तो हमारे बारे में थोड़ी भूल गई। Where is
I'm
दुन्यार्जाद?
afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
Don't say that. सी डाइड नहीं भाई नहीं
Are we
सही
too
में
late? The real DUNYARZAAD's consciousness has indeed disappeared.
डोंट से दैट ब्रो
It can
that
no
is so
longer
sad.
endure the constant dream harvesting.
सो सैड भाई सही में नहीं 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 वी वर सो क्लोज
Paimon can't believe it.
सही
Wait,
में
so what about that other DUNYARZAAD? Just what is she? Is
वो
she also
एनपीसी
going to
है
disappear?
वो जस्ट केस है
She's actually something like a puppet, but
Ah,
not
same.
completely.
एनपीसी जस्ट रोबोट
The real DUNYARZAAD's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream, so another DUNYARZAAD appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that DUNYARZAAD is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real DUNYARZAAD.
पर उन्हें पता नहीं होगा ना
Puppets are stiff
सपने तुम्हें एकदम
and
धुंधले
can't
होते हैं
copy a living person's
और वो
vitality.
सपने में जी रहे सब देखना
After
सब तो
all,
धुंधले
they're
होते
just there as
हैं
filler.
सब इग्नोर करेंगे वैसे भी
You know, speaking of which, the old DUNYARZAAD might not have been too different from a puppet. DUNYARZAAD truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all. Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts.
मे भी ये सेम फील
It
की
was
होगी
as
कि
if
उसे
she
भी सब
only
इग्नोर
lived to
करते हैं
stall her
जैसे मेरी तरह
Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way, so that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still
स्टिल मेंट अ लॉट टू
far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets. Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone. To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible. Great, but how do we do that? Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? So, how should we find that person? Well, if this
Hey.
is someone's dream, then
Sage ने
everything here must
बताया
come
था।
from deep within their consciousness.
अरमनसुल में जाना
Which
पड़ेगा
means,
हमें तबाह
with
करना
the
पड़ेगा
power of
अरमनसुल
imagination, they can change
उसका कोर
anything in this
क्रिएट
dream.
तोड़ सकते हैं तो भाई हमें कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it.
यस
However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and mora on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server
अच्छा,
really
lucid dream
will
करना
bring you
है।
gold and mora.
तो लूसिड ड्रीम
But
करना है
right
एक्चुअली ये बोलना
now,
चाहती
our
है
host is unaware that this is a dream. Find some
बताना
way
पड़ेगा।
to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
लूसिड ड्रीम करवाना पड़ेगा
Usually,
उसे
once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken. How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker. It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host, and as for me, during this time, I'll be out of town. Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went? Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara. Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for DUNYARZAAD to...
बेचारे दुनियाज़ाद हम तुझे याद रखेंगे हम नहीं भूलने वाले भाई
She
तुझे
was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
डिमोरलाइज सही बोल
Yeah.
रहे भाई
Saving DUNYARZAAD is what kept us going this whole time.
अब हमारा कोई मोटिव नहीं रहा फीलिंग आ रही है
We mustn't lose
अभी
hope,
और भी लोगों को
Traveler.
बचा सकते हैं हम भाई
DUNYARZAAD
अभी
would
नहीं है
definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake.
Sure,
Paimon's
bhai.
wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream?
and a second host would be less likely to realize this is a dream. हाँ
Huh.
तो ऐसा बंदा जिसे लगे सच है
Plus, the
वही हो
sages
सकता है
probably
पर
weren't
बहुत सारे
counting
बंदे
on
हो
there
सकते
being
हैं
other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. Who do you think the host of the dream is?
maybe Faris the Night of
Oh,
Flowers
that would make sense. Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions.
君の虜になって